Imagination is more important than knowledge. Because knowledge is limited, imagination is the universe. Logical thinking can help us in creating problems, but not in solving them. Intelligence is not hidden in knowledge, but in imagination. The accumulation of knowledge is limited, while the imagination explores an infinite space surrounding the world.
A new way of thinking is needed to solve problems, because problems cannot be solved with the same way of thinking as the problem itself.
To really understand something is to be able to explain it at a lower level. Only fools expect different results by doing the same thing over and over again. Education should be a kind of strength for the mind. The true value of a person is measured by how much he serves others. Knowledge is not remembering everything that has been learned, but the ability to know what we do not know and to achieve them. The meaning of life is to add value to someone else. We must think not only with mathematics, but also with heart and soul. Wisdom is to understand the past, live in the present, and shape the future. We need to use creativity and imagination to solve problems, because that's where real change comes from.
Education should be a means of accessing information, not just storing information.
If you want to change the world, change your way of thinking. Life is like a bicycle. You have to move to balance. Technology is a tool. Humanity must serve a purpose. People are not on the same ship. They are swimming together in the same ocean. Difficulties are the measure of true intelligence and character. The quality of a person depends on his ability to solve problems. Asking the right questions is half of finding the right answers. It is more important to live with knowledge than to live with wisdom. A life without imagination is like a bird in a cage. Intelligence is to do what everyone can do. Genius is to think what others do not think. People learn not only by reading books, but also by thinking. Change happens not with resistance, but with new ideas. Live a simple but precious life. True wisdom is the combination of knowledge and experience. The most valuable thing in life is not to forget that everything is a miracle. The world is not in dangerous places. It becomes dangerous when bad people stand next to people who do nothing. Before you really understand something, you have to have the ability to teach it to someone else. The most important question of life is, what is the most important thing for me? Is the question. Understanding the root of problems is the first step to solving them. To understand how time passes, don't just look at your watch. Look at how you spend time with a friend. True knowledge is being aware of what we don't know. A beautiful thought is not just a thought, but an action. If you don't ask to get information, you won't learn. Imagine it first, then make it happen. When you feel helpless in the face of a big problem, do something small. This can make a big difference. Every 60 seconds, a minute passes. Anyone who is really serious knows that life is only a big adventure. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will think whole its life that it is stupid. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned at school. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Student is not a container you have to fill, but a torch you have to light up. Two things are infinite, the universe and stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. A clear person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it.